Goose, 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 goose. Goose, 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 goose.
Okay. If I had had more time or creativity or ambition, I would have created the entire sort of ceremonial thing and intro. But like I was thinking about doing that earlier.
Yeah,
that would have involved kind of like an initial spiel, and then being like, oh, here, arriving at the red carpet are all the Cunningween stars, and I didn't have the time, and it's so hot in Vegas despite a big
and we have with us everyone, Max.
Max.
Okay,
no.
He's not here with us today, but maybe we'll get him on a future record.
So, ladies and gentlemen, all we prepared for tonight is just a couple Cunningween superlatives. We're going to go through that, and then we will get to our final rankings for. Buddy, this has been. I will say sincerely, this has just been a hell of a journey. I've really enjoyed just kind of every step of it, like along the way.
Look, you're my Frodo. I'm your Samwise. Back again.
Right. A movie,
a Goose's Journey,
that had a giant goddamn spider when it actually needed one.
My friend, I loved being here with you today to kick off our first annual Cunningween Awards.
So I believe we have written 3 apiece. So I'm going to go first. The Cunningween Naughty Bits Award, and this is recognition for best horror genitalia in the films that we've covered.
Ooh.
And the nominees are Max Wren's Stussy in Videodrome, Alpha Zombie the Hog in 28 Years Later, Marquis de Sade in Waxwork. You didn't see it, but his whole vibe, you really knew he had a good one. You really knew
that guy. He had some balls on him.
Yeah. And the winner is, I'm very tired. I forgot this was even my punchline. The winner is Dr. Ted Timmis from Oddity for just being a giant dick about everything.
I
just got a text message. Dr. Timmis, instead of showing up to accept the award, is just going to send an orderly from his asylum to bludgeon us both to death with a hammer.
You know what? Have you been keeping up on your chess game? You might have a shot.
I might have a shot.
Just challenge him to see what happens. And then he just beats you with a hammer to death in a tent.
Yes. That's another thing that pissed me off about like the Frankenstein movie. There's literally the same scene from the beginning of Oddity where Dr. Frankenstein is being chased by the creature, and instead of kind of staying outside where he has mobility and sight lines, literally goes into a fucking tent and gets pulled out of it by his ankles like 2 seconds later.
He's like, if I zip it up, nothing can harm me in here. Apparently not true.
That's the logic a 5-year-old would use. A 5-year-old would think that.
If you turn your flashlight off, though, they might think that you dug a hole out of the bottom of the tent and escaped.
What the mole man is this? What's your first superlative?
My first award of the day is the Cunningween Best Child Performance Award.
Oh.
Also known as the Say Drake, I Hear You Like Them Young.
Jesus Christ.
And the nominees are A might know. The nominees are Finney from The Black Phone.
Great performance.
We have Spike from 20 Years Later. He really proved himself on the mainland. I think he's got a shot. Then there's Brother, an unnamed brother from Best Wishes to All. Again, he was playing.
He was just playing too much Switch.
Yeah, he's playing too much Switch. And the winner is, oh my God, wow. It was Ethan Hawke in his role as the bitchy prepubescent 10-year-old with his high-pitched voice, love of playing dress-up, and being a very naughty boy.
And subbing in for trash and suicide tonight, 2 naughty boys coming back to the stage.
Somebody bring me a hacksaw.
The Cunnyween Best Death Award. Some good kills in this one. And the nominees are Werewolf in Waxwork, just ripping Bobby Briggs in half. Didn't even need a big Frankencock.
Oh, yeah. That was a great scene.
Tap water. The concept of tap water. From Until Dawn.
Unfiltered sink water.
RFK Jr. will remind you, this is what fluoride is doing to y'all.
If it comes from a well, oh well.
If it comes from a dam, damn. And Finney in the back, black phone for, again, strangling a 50-year-old, but still really buff, but 50-year-old, but still full-grown man to death with a rotary phone cord. Those things really could last forever. And the winner for best kills is Lisa in the Blackening for slaying in that outfit. You don't need that, man, girl. Let's drop some Adderall and play spades. Right? I'm just getting another text from her representation. And the last word in this text just says Peckerwood. Huh. Let's just go on to the next one.
You should check your voicemail. I heard there was a message that says, Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Mike?
Not actually Michael's singing voice. That's the one thing he didn't do in that up.
Oh, God.
That's what they got an impersonator for.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Our next award, the Cunnyween's Biggest Baddest Ass Award.
Biggest Baddest Ass Award.
Won't you back that thing up?
Oh.
So the nominees are Allison from the Blackening. You know, when she kicked the shit out of one of the killers while high on Adderall wearing a Rosa Parks shirt.
She didn't take that sitting down.
I was going to say, one of the best lines in the film. She's talking with King, and he's just like, you got that Rosa Parks on your shirt, right? Would she be sitting down right now?
And like, that was
like,
kind of thing.
I mean, that's exactly what she did.
Laser sharp, right?
So good. All right. Next nominee is the Marquis de Sade with his Inigo Montoya leather vest and chaps, strong whipping arm, and desire to make women orgasm to infinity and beyond. And let's see. And then we have Samira, as we refer to as Lupita, from A Quiet Place Day One. A strong black woman who just wants some pizza and to rock out with her boom box out at the end of the world.
Right. Where'd Frodo go? What happened to Frodo? Big spider. They landed same time as the aliens.
And the winner is, look at this. The wooden golem from Oddity. For
Carlos.
Literally doing nothing for most of the fucking film, just being creepy as fuck.
King behavior. Just sit down at the table, sit down at the head of the table, have your presence known.
Feed me, Seymour.
The Cunnyween Low Testosterone Award, recognition for biggest cuck, soy boy, sigma, or simp. And the nominees are, we are both going to prison for this episode. The nominees are Diego in Bone Lake, Diego also in Bone Lake, Diego in Bone Lake, and the winner is a surprise upset, a non-Cunnyween horror film we covered this month, Dwayne from Basket Case, whose stumpy little brother Belial managed to snag his girl right out from under him. Small dude, but really, what an outfit.
I'm telling you, he was agile. He was smart. He was agile. He knew how to grind.
How did he get to the other side of the East Village? Not having legs or knees.
He's just one of those. He's like mini me. You know, he's like 2 feet tall, but has like a 4-foot dick.
Right. He was the Joe C of 1982. Rest in power. And what do you got for your final superlative?
All right. My final one is the Cunnyween Best Special Effects Award.
Oh.
All right. Our nominees are the movie Videodrome, with our introduction to a Stussy, a throbbing veiny television, a flesh gun.
Marquis de Sade and Stussy making multiple.
That's a movie that should be made.
Yes.
And we have, and then I didn't know what to call it. I called it Flesh Gun.
Okay. Tummy gun.
Next is In the Mouth of Madness. We were given an 18-foot wall of monsters, an upside down The Grudge lady, and Happy Gilmore's grandma with tentacles. All things that you actually see in the film.
What a masterpiece. It's so underseen.
And then our last nominee is Until Dawn, where there are 19 on-camera kills. And the winner is, wow, look, I did not see this, but it was Waxworks.
Waxworks.
So, again, special effects. You have a midget butler is boom shakalaka'd into the mouth of a giant mutant Venus flytrap that says, "Feed me."
Feed me.
You have a vampire bat grabbed out of thin air with his head blown off.
Right. Who says, "Go ahead, make my day"? For some God,
make my day.
For some reason I have not been able to figure out, but it's incredible.
I just thought it was a Snickers bar at first, and somebody's just taking a bite into it, and they're like snap into a Snickers. It's probably, I think that was Macho Man with like a Slim Jim, but whatever. He's like, snap into my Snickers. And then lastly, I just want to call out to a woman named China who shares a bowl of the bloody remains of her husband's leg with a family of vampires, which can only be described as gore stew.
Gore stew. Yeah. Did you actually look up in like the IMDb trivia what that stew was actually composed of? Mostly strawberries and watermelon.
Was it really?
Looking that up.
I was 100% convinced it was bloody human like flesh.
Right.
I wanted to believe that.
I wanted to believe it too, but then let's go to Dracula's basement, and it's clearly a local YMCA.
Something we didn't call about that film, by the way. It's not supposed to be a main part of the film, but it stands out so much to me. The fact that they have opposing butlers duking it out throughout the film, and at the very end, it's
giant dude and a teeny tiny dude who just occasionally bows for no reason.
And then Billy's butler shows up at the end. He just kills China.
Right.
And then he gets stabbed, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna make it, sir. I won't be able to make your coffee for you and your cigarettes. I won't." Like he's like, it's fine. Go to sleep. You've done your job. I'm like, they didn't need to bring him back. They also didn't need to bring back the midget butler and when they stuffed him in the Venus flytrap, or like the fucking lurch.
This is the thing we talked about. Like they ran out of money. They're like, we have a day of shooting left, and they're like, fuck it, pub brawl. It was just anybody that was on set that day.
They were. This was like the Key and Peele episode where they talk about Gremlins 2 and somebody just throwing shit out there, and they're like, that's a great idea. Let's do that one. They're like, what should we do?
One producer shows up. And he's like, no idea will be shot down. Everything is fine. You know, Heather Ann Campbell is in that sketch, right?
No, was she really?
Yeah, she's like the fourth or fifth person that makes a pitch.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think the best idea they came up with for Waxwork is the guy that is friends with the grandfather that pulls in his army of just like whatever they are, professors or something like that. And they show up, and he's in an electric wheelchair, like a motorized wheelchair, and it's decked out with cardboard to look like a tank. And he just goes, charge! And I'm like, how long did it take them to spray paint that brown and just tape it onto his wheelchair? I'm
guessing less than a day, at least.
How much time do we got? Yeah. You got about 20 minutes.
And again, was Patrick Macnee, the most famous, most handsome British television actor of the 1960s, played opposite Honor Blackman. and Diana Rigg in the Avengers, but still getting work, still making it happen, still putting it down.
How great is that late in his career, and he's just like, look, I'll take anything at this point. They're like,
Right.
oh, we've got this kind of silly idea. Although, you know, we're having somebody custom design this tank, original tank that you can control. He's like, that sounds great. You know, I'm totally down for you just stick me in the tank. I'll just charge in there. I'll lead the army to battle. And then maybe about half a day before they shoot that scene, they're like, so yeah, no tank. Just stay in the wheelchair, and we're just gonna cardboard to it with masking tape. And he's just like, I already got paid, so.
He's like, I know what Diana Rigg smells like. This is just no dignity.
You sure it won't be obvious? It's fine, sir. You know what? The camera just adds extra layers of tank to it.
Yeah. Alec Guinness was such like a little bitch about like just how demeaning being in Star Wars was at the end of his career. Could have been worse. Just could have been worse. Let's get to final scoring. The thing we've been building up all month too. I got the little spreadsheet.
I'm excited.
Here. Yeah,
I haven't been keeping track of this, so.
Just a reminder to the listeners, for all 12 films that we've covered for Halloween, each of us have watched these movies and given a score between 0 and 50. So the total score will range 0 to 100 out of the 12. And I'm going to read this from the bottom up. Film I don't actually, in 12th place, a film I don't actually remember watching at all. This thing apparently called Bone Lake got a 22 out of 100.
Definitely doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell for me either. At number 11 with 66 points, David Cronenberg's Videodrome. Said it before. The fact the second worst movie we watched for this thing was Videodrome, I think is pretty incredible.
That's impressive.
Yeah. With 70 points, little indie horror, 2022 Japanese film, Best Wishes to All. With 72 points, A Quiet Place Day 1. Oddity coming in at 75 points. Until Dawn coming in at 79. Waxwork with a very, very solid 80 points, a straight 40 from both of us. 28 years later, this is 84 total, but this has a very big asterisk that I'm going to try to see it again before Bone Temple comes out. My score will probably be higher then.
Yep.
Return of the Living Dead, which we just finished up. It looks like that came in at 4th place with 85 points. Time for both of us.
Well deserved.
Yeah. The Blackening with 86 points. In the Mouth of Madness with 88. And finally, Scott Derrickson's 2021 Stephen King and Jason, a film you really knew well and had loved for a while. Yep. I'm watching it for the first time, but that is our that is our number 1 highest scoring film for Halloween with a total of 89 points between the two ratings.
I love how it's not 3 films from the 80s.
Yes.
I mean, 2 of them are recent, which is also exciting too, because it kind of reaffirms what we're saying, which there's just a lot of good humor. Out of the
top 5, there's 1 from the 80s, there's 1 from the 90s, and the other 3 were released in the past 4 years.
Yeah, it's just exciting. And that's the thing. There's so much good horror coming out nowadays, and it's just public awareness that it's so easy to kind of, just not miss some of these flicks. And then when you go back and watch them, you're like, how the hell did I miss this? And it's because there's so much other stuff coming out, not just movies, but just, TV as well. Right. Every streaming service has so many new things coming out. I just mentioned to you yesterday, the first 2 episodes are out for the It TV show, which is it's a great show. And it has the same director as the movies.
You're really enjoying it so far. It's been
strong writing. And if you like those movies, if you want something that's, I guess a prequel to them that you weren't asking for, check it out, because you won't just be disappointed. Yeah. It has all the same elements.
A thing I really loved about this month is, out of these 12 films, if we didn't do the podcast, how many of these things by ourselves would we have rolled the dice on?
Mm-hmm.
right? It's, you know, and it's I think it kind of says a lot. Like, you know, it's a bit different here because these are for the 12 were sort of mutually unwatched things, and the other 4 were kind of picks for like the other ones. So there's a bit of like a positive sort of selection bias there, but ultimately it's like just about nothing of what you recommended I probably would have kind of come to like individually on my own. What I like about, like, you know, this exercise we're doing on our own little spin-off, and about kind of podcasting in general, is like you're taking chances on more things. You're seeing poorly executed, poorly thought out things from time to time, but I think way disproportionately you're ending up seeing and thinking about and sharing with your friends more stuff that's actually really, really fun, really, really good.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, to your point, we were both probably, when we came up with the idea, you're just like, how do I approach this? Do I just pick movies that I know are all great movies? Like I've seen them all. These are movies I would recommend to people. Or do I pick kind of like a mixed bag of things?
Right.
And that's why
a couple guarantees things and like a couple sort of bigger swings. I think both of us kind of went into like this assignment being like, we're not just going to be like, oh yeah, watch Halloween, The Shining, Nightmare on Elm Street, and, you know, just fucking like the Black Phone. So. But
then we introduced like the wild card, where it's films that we haven't seen, like both of us haven't seen, so you can't say if it's good or not. I mean, I don't know about you, but like the movies we hadn't seen, like Oddity, I did no research on it. I just went in blind to it. I'm sure you did the same thing. Bone Lake, all I knew was the trailer, and I'm like, that's enough for me. They've sold me. I mean, you know, I don't think I've learned my lesson, because think about it. How much have we talked about that film?
I would even kind of defend the inclusion of something like Bone Lake in this exercise, because I think it's, if you only watch things that have like your friend's strongest recommendation, or things that have their own standing reputation, your standards like a little bit different, because like, oh, that was pretty good. But making these things is very, very hard. It's making good movies consistently is the kind of thing that even eludes the most talented people in the industry, the most skilled craftsmen of like a generation. Like nobody has a consistent filmography. I think you have to kind of watch a little bit of shit from time to time to kind of flavor and set the standard for like the things when you come about. Like there's a big difference between being like, oh yeah, this was pretty good, versus, oh, I kind of get that these things can be bad a lot of the time, and that really elevates the experience of just kind of stumbling into something like really, really great.
Yeah. I think what I also wanted to bring to like this whole thing that we did as well, Honeyween, is just kind of bring you back to maybe stuff that you would have watched when you were younger, like maybe something that you watched on cable or on television. And like we talked about with childhood trauma. And it's like, does that hold up or not? But at the same time, I think a lot of the older flicks, it just, because of nostalgia, because they have very 80s tropes and you know, practical effects and stuff like that, in cheesy dialogue.
Memory can fail you, and nostalgia can be a very thick lens.
Yeah, but it's something great that you can put on, like with like friends over or something like that, and you're not going to be like, okay, guys, quiet. No, we're going to watch the movie now. And you know, I've heard great things. It's going to be an awesome movie. It's just something that's like, you know, cornball movie. You hang out, have some drinks or something. You put something kind of, you know, Halloween-y on TV, and you watch it.
If people lock into it, right? If it's in the background, it also just it's kind of, that's fine. That's whatever. Until Dawn is a film that kind of came out just this year. For me, if this would have been the best movie I watched with my high school friends in 1997. Had that been like released like instead, it would be one of these things we either kind of like randomly kind of pulled off the shelf of the video store, or went to like a late night screen, like kind of screening of, and it would be like it would be a core memory for me if something like that could come out back in the day.
And I was gonna say Bone Lake too. It's I the reason I picked that one as well, without knowing much about it, again, I thought the trailer was spectacular, but I also like when you can, it's like, you know, when you, back in the day, you go to like the video rental place, you look at the box art, you get like a kind of
box art is all you have a lot of the time.
Exactly. And that's the same thing here. It's kind of looking at the trailer. I looked at the trailer for Oddity. What am I walking into? I'm not really sure. It looks like it might be a fun ride. So, you know, let's check it out. And we're committed to watching these things. That's the best part about this. So you can't say, look, I watched 5 minutes, it's trash.
We've made commitments to a largely invisible audience, other than like the extremely pissed off Irish that they're kind of hate listening to us at this point.
I think you're making them hate us. I don't think it has anything to do with Oddity. I think Oddity was like a solid Irish flick. But I mean,
don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. Just walk by my side. Just be.
How does this wooden golem speak in brogue? I just don't get it. I thought he was Irish, but he's English. Where did we find him? I don't know. Some witch gave it to your mom.
Right. Dumb ass Yana putting her fingers in all 5 of those head holes.
I wish she used her actual fingers instead of using whatever it was, like tweezers or something. Stick your fingers in there. Get dirty.
She pulls out. There's a dirty bicuspid stuck under her thumbnail.
She's like, ugh, what is this? Like a used condom.
Right.
A pencil eraser.
Foolish woman.
An empty lighter. I don't know.
Any final closing thoughts, or what do we want to call it good?
This was great.
This was great.
I had fun with this. I love the change in format. I love the fact that there's movies I would never watch on my own that you forced me to watch. And I mean, until the day you die, you're going to be talking about Bone Lake. I'm just saying, in 20 years, we're going to be you and me.
The opportunity knocks of Cunny of the Goose.
We'll walk by like some small, like local theater, like at Davis Square, and they'll just have a poster saying, you know, midnight showing of Bone Lake.
Right.
And just sold out, completely sold out.
All other film prints ever were lost in the war.
I'll just turn to you and say, who's my little prince? No, I won't say that. That's gross.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. My friend, this was... I've had a lot of fun on this show. But this, I think, is really one of the most fun things we've done. Let's call it a night. Coming up soon, we have no goddamn idea. We just watched 12 movies and put out 14 podcasts.
Yeah.
So what's
say we need a break, but I think
we're gonna be physically hanging out like 4 days. So like no rest for the wicked.
I've got way too much John at this point. But I think this was fun too to kind of test this format out.
Yeah. And
I think we should maybe kind of experiment with this and see if we can maybe mix things up with Cunny.
Yeah.
Spread the love with our little goose.
Spread the love. Fly Gosling, we're not going to watch The Wild Robot. Even though it's fundamentally about like teaching a goose to fly, like that this is
I'd never, you can't, even if you offer like, hey, let's review this movie, I will turn you down and I will stop talking to you.
Well, that's a risk I will have to think about.
That's a risk I'll take. Will you die on that hill?
I like Dune 2. I like doing 2 podcasts with my friend Eric.
If you propose Dune 2 to me, I'll be like, you're doomed. You're all doomed.
Dune.
You're doomed.
Fun stuff on the horizon, people. Talk to everybody soon.
Later.